Footwear Engineer. So, footwear engineering covers, I think, a lot of aspects in terms of building a shoe. They're largely responsible for all the technical development, making sure that the structural integrity and performance optimization of the product is at as high a level as it can be. Having an engineer means that you go from having this initial sketch of a concept that's sort of built against that, you've created samples, but knowing that every detail about the product is sort of taken through a fine tooth comb to make sure, one, it performs to spec the way you want it to work, but also knowing that you have at the far end manufacturing sort of requirements to how to get something built. And so they understand when given the opportunity how everything is going to be built downstream through production, because again, making one sample is one way of thinking. Making millions of product that then need to be put in a box and packaged and shipped around the world, that engineer has gone through all those steps to understand what makes sense and whether something will hold up, not just in the creation phase, but whether it will hold up on a boat sailing around the world, or whether it'll hold up when someone is trying something on, and they can have a better understanding of what has worked, what has not worked. Often engineers are taken through the task of what is everything from wear testing to the biomechanics to materials science innovation to understanding just what sustainability may mean to a product and how it can add value and how it works through the system. And so there's lots of levels of what a footwear engineer may bring to the table, and having that at every step of the way is a benefit to not only the designer, but to developers, but to the sample makers along the way into getting towards production. So a lot of the thoughts and things that might break down along the way, the engineer is the one who sort of planned against and sort of made sure these are the hurdles you may want to move out so they're not in front of your way. A lot of the times it may be looked at as they're the people who tell you what not to do. If you work with your engineering group early on, they'll give you ways to sort of leap ahead of what everybody else is doing, because they've already seen what the roadblocks are, where the failures have occurred, and what the opportunities may be and how you build something. So that is Footwear Engineer.